Israeli security forces have clashed with settlers who trapped two Palestinian families in their homes in the occupied West Bank. The security forces moved in to try to force the settlers away from the homes in the village of Qusra, south of Nablus. But after clashes, they left and the settlers have returned. The Palestinian families say their water and power has been cut and they have dwindling food supplies. Well, our correspondent John Donaldson has the latest.
This is the edge of the Palestinian village of Qusra in the Israeli-occupied West Bank, and you can see the four houses that are now under siege just up on the hilltop there, and you can just about make out to the left of those buildings settlers milling around outside. Now, these properties where two families are living have been under siege since the weekend. Now, over the past year or so, the United Nations says there's been a huge surge in settler violence. Attacks have been happening this year at roughly 6 a day. Often those attacks are physical violence, the burning of property, the burning of farmland, the cutting down and burning of olive trees. But this is a new tactic by the settlers. What they're in effect doing is laying siege and trying to starve these families out by denying them water. They've cut off the water, they've cut off the electricity, and then the aim is to take over those Palestinian homes. Now, we spoke to one of the families up there this morning, and they said that the Israeli army had come this morning and they had dismantled some of the settler tents, but the settlers, as we've seen, have come back. And we did actually see some video footage from earlier this morning of the settlers dismantling some sort of dry stone wall and throwing the rocks onto the road. And at the weekend, we actually saw a video showing Israeli soldiers praying alongside some of those settlers. So Palestinians and the United Nations, they accuse the Israeli army of allowing the settlers to act with impunity.
Well, that was John Donaldson. The BBC has been in touch with one of the Palestinians trapped in that village in the occupied West Bank, who is still, for a fourth day today, surrounded by those Israeli settlers. He sent this video appealing again for help.
I am Qusay Aburida from the village of Qusra, south of Nablus. 4 days ago, settlers came to the house and blocked us from leaving. They stopped anyone from coming to the house. We have been deprived of all necessities. They cut off the electricity and water and supply of health care. There is a family living in a nearby house. They have 2 children, aged 4 and 2. They have also been cut off from the outside world. We are unable to leave the house and our situation is tragic. The soldiers arrived at the house, but they did nothing. We appeal to the humanitarian organizations to help us and protect us and provide food and medicine to the families who are besieged by the settlers.
The latest there from the West Bank.